Smash Factor.
Ripping driver, going for it. Oh my goodness. How about that tee shot?
That is crazy how far that is.
Wow. John Daly, take a back seat, big fella. How about that drive?
That's an aggressive line. That is beyond long.
Look at this, he's just driven the green. He has just driven the green.
I guess hello world, huh?
Welcome everybody to the Smash Factor Week 3 on the PGA 2021-2022 season. The Shriners in Las Vegas. Good tournament last week. A little bit better, stronger field this week, but still got some of the young up-and-comers in. A lot of them are still back in there. Kind of looking forward to it. Should be a fun tournament. Lots of different ways to go about it. We'll get into that and see what you guys think as the week goes along. Great week over at Gups Corner in general. College football smashed, NASCAR smashed, UFC did very well. Saw some good NFL tickets. It overall just a strong week. Things are looking up. The Green Machine can't stop seeing enough talk about it in the GC War Room Slack. Everybody's in love with all the updates we've done there and really appreciate it. Y'all's feedback helps a lot. Bobby does great work. Him and I work well together. So getting those updates out there. All of the NFL tools are we added a new one, a live betting stream, live odds, NFL betting odds. So you can go, if you have the tools, you can go in there and see the live odds at any time. We talked last night. We got 3 or 4 little touch-ups that we're adding, and then I'll probably be doing a video. I'll talk more about that just to kind of show it out to everybody that may had seen old tools or not seen all the updates we've done. I think it's a great time to upgrade. May do a little promo too if you're a GC loyal sub. Now that we have it all rolling, like I said last week, man, it was so much chances sitting there Sunday. I had a lot right. Burns, Reese, Thegali, HV3, Willie Z, Wolf, Taylor Moore, Steven Yeager. But the -4 cut did hurt, but I still had good lineups with, a lot of potential going into Sunday. -4 really hurt. I didn't think it was going to get to 5. But I had several lineups with Lahiri, Swafford, the Woos, Davis Riley, Gacheski, couple of those guys with the Thegali meltdown on Sunday. It just kind of went downhill from there. Small loss on the week, had potential. Really liked how the builds came out. Excited to get back into it this week. Betting, I had Burns, in the Robbins and Quinellas, but didn't get anything paired with him well. I was kind of mad at myself for not having the Thegali first round leader or even outright because I was so heavy on him in DraftKings. I wasn't like grossly heavy, but compared to the field, I had plenty of them, which is why I had a lot of chances going into Sunday. He was even in my main bullet, so I definitely had him and Willie Z. So early in the tournament was definitely looking good, but neither one of them finished too strong. Matchups went 4, 5, and 1. We did hit the 2-star bet, so it literally broke even. Like all netted out in juice, it was a break even on the matchup side. Obviously, didn't hit any props on the outright. So looking to get that going this week. Big shout out to TFed1. He tagged me in his deal. I saw him. I was in that contest with him. I had some runners up there. I saw him. And I was doing the math as well. He was winning the 100,000 with Tringali coming in. I was like, man, Tringali just got to get a par here or better, par or birdie. He's got it locked up, and Tringali freaking puts it in the water and takes a bogey, and it swung him $60,000. So he still won $40K, but congrats to T-Fed1. Big hit again for him. Super sharp dude, nice guy. Proud of that. Promos right now, smash, get 15% off any package. Includes a 7-day free trial. That's the best part. All these tools I'm talking about, you gotta take my word for it. You can come try it out for free. You cancel, you never see a charge. So you can literally come check out all the stuff we got. I think for the price, we're one of the best values in the market. Tremendous content all across the board. NBA is about to be firing up again. I know Dan's already getting some work in on that. So NASCAR's coming to an end, but I think Ryan said we got 4 races left, so still plenty there. College football, big college football week coming up this week. We got the 444 midseason main event. I got a ticket in there already. I won that Saturday when I won the late night slate. Took that down, both those. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to Bobby's content, and got OU Texas as well that day. A lot of good games on that main slate. Should be a good one to break down. Rate and review us on iTunes. When I do the big giveaways, that's the first thing I go to. It really does go a long way with us. The Engage 8 we're doing with you premium members, we look at that stuff too. So let's get some new reviews up there. Help us out if you haven't done it. If you forgot if you've done it, go do it again. It doesn't hurt. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Like this video. In the comment section, tell me who you want to play in the 10K range. Interesting range this week, so I want to see what you guys think. And I'll do some giveaways, maybe some Millie tickets or something on Thursday's Cup with Gup. So get those in now. I'll look at comments. I'll look at rate and reviews and all that for those kind of things. Of course, preview, always you can go check out Kenny Kim with Tambo on their podcast. He gives full detail, or he can get his updated course thoughts and preview and everything on our site. I'll be posting that this morning as well, and then he'll update it on Wednesday for the members. TPC Summerland in Vegas, par 71, 4 par 3s, 3 par 5s. Plays a little shorter because of the altitude. Par 5s reachable for most. Pretty wide fairways that narrow as you go along. I have played this course before. Not fun course. Really, the only thing that protects it is the wind. If you're going to have a tough sled at it, 2017 Cantley won at -9. The other years it's been, just go back the last 5, -23, -23, -21, -20, -16, -20, -24. So if you're doing research, and especially on like our tools, you can uncheck that 2017 year, because it's kind of an anomaly. There doesn't look to be any bad winds this week, so I wouldn't want to bring any of that data in if you're looking at some course history. Bermuda grass throughout the course with bent green grass, though. So all Bermuda everywhere. You can get some rough lies in the rough, but they are bent grass greens. Weather looks cooler for Vegas, low 80s. Winds are relatively light. Cut probably with this T65 is going to be -5, -6. I think the cut last year was -7. So you're going to have to go low to get inside that cut. I got the winner around -22. I think it'll play just like it has the majority of the year since it moved here in 2008. Last year, Laird beat Wolf and Cook in a playoff. 2 years ago, Nah beat Cantley in a playoff. 3 years ago, Bryson beat Cantley by 1. Cantley won the year before. Pamplings won. Brooks got second that year in 2016. Smiley Kaufman got a win here. Kazire, Nah, Tringali, all runner-ups there. Strillman, a runner-up in 2014. Webb won this back in 2013. Kevin Na won it again back in 2011. And Laird won it again back in 2009. So some multiple winners, a lot of guys finishing the top 3. A slight bump to course fit. I think if you played it enough, it shows some consistency of those guys. But you've had guys like Answer, he's went miscut fourth. So it's not significant. You can do really, really good and miss the next year. So I don't take it all in, but it's at least on par for most courses. Stats I'm looking at: good drives, birdie or better, par 5 DK, accurate approach, opportunities inside 18 feet, and strokes gained approach. 24 guys have not played this since 2016. Most of them are the new guys coming out on the tour. Salary ranges: 10K, we have 6 guys. 9K, we have 7 guys. 8K, we have 10 guys. 7K, 36 guys. 6K, 81 guys, and they should be adding 4 more today from the Monday queue to give us 144 total, just like last week. A little bit smaller fields right now, I think mainly because of the daylight ending earlier. They want to make sure they get them all through those first 2 days. Sweet 16, 3 picks in each range, plus a bubble boy, a fade of the week, a sleeper of the week, some gut feel plays, then our monkey knife fight betting top 5 that pop into long shots. 9K and above. Going to start with Matsu. For this field, I feel like he's underpriced. So I like that. Don't mind his betting odds either, but 9,500. He has a 16th hair 2 years ago, a miscut last year, coming in really good form. 46th, 26th, and 6th his last 3 tournaments, including he's already played once. He played the Fortinet Championship. So I like that. He's not having a long layoff. He can get going anywhere. And so with, a good showing 2 years ago and his caliber and his pricing, I just like where he's at this week. Nothing, he's 7th in my overall model. So nothing fancy there. I'm going to go there. There's a chance you could talk me out of playing any of the high ones. We'll kind of talk about that here in a second. But one of them I do like is Answer. I just mentioned that. 2 force and 2 missed cuts. So he definitely, up and down at times. Coming off 2 back-to-back 9th place finishes at the Tour Championship in BMW. This is his first play since in this season. 2nd in recent form for me, 23rd in course fit, 7th on bent grass putting. 10-4 is a lot. And so I think he could be popular, but you got $200 more. You got Hovland, who I think should probably be popular. Webb is typically pretty popular at times. He's got a pretty strong history here. I said he got the win, but his last 5 years, 31st, 20th, 15th, 7th, 13th. So I can see guys paying $200 less. Zalatoris remains to be, no matter how much I hear of him or don't hear of him, he continues to be popular in the DFS world. A 5th here last year, 14th last week, which kind of felt like, after he had that, go low round, I think he shot 12 under or something crazy. And 11th 2 weeks ago. He just, and the price isn't priced up so much. He was $1,000 cheaper to Brooks that, you keep flirting with these top 10s. It pays off. But so I like Answer because I think he could get squeezed out a little bit here. I know people like him in general, but it'd be interesting to kind of see where that shakes out. So Answer's my second choice in this one. Sungjae at 9,200 is my third choice. Going to keep riding that. I talked about his form comes around. He's played it twice. He's got a 15th and a 13th here. So I like that. Last 3 tournaments out, he's got a 3rd, a 20th, and a 31st. So pretty good solid form. He's 4th in the course fit for me, 30th in recent form, 25th in stats for an 18th overall rating. Bubble Boy for me is Hovland, only because I want to see if he's super popular. I may pass on that and drop to like a Willie Z or go up back to Burns. Burns has a decent history here, a 20th, a miscut 34th, so 2 decent ones. But he's coming in and with the best form of the tournament, and nobody wants to go back to the guy that just won in golf. It just seems how it goes lately. But so that Hovland I could easily pivot off of if he does become super popular this week. I do like him. He rates out 11th for me overall. I'm going to pick and choose out of this top salaries because I kind of like some of the balance builds and the way they could go. Like the 8K range this week, some 9K, 7 and 6s are mixed in there. So I don't know how much I want to pay up. All these guys rate out, top 30 in my first ranking, so they're all great plays. Brooks kind of surprised playing here. I kind of want to watch his presser and see, is he just a motivation deal where he wants to get some FedEx points? He has played here twice, a 2nd and a missed cut, but had the injury at the Tour Championship, but did play at the Ryder Cup. So I don't know the motive there, but definitely, I have interest there if people just pass on him. And then Webb, I'm kind of indifferent on. Like I mentioned, great history here, coming in a lot better form than what he had middle of the year. Probably just have to see, ownership on that side. But Hovland's going to be the bubble boy. We'll see how that goes as we creep into Wednesday. 8K range, like I said, I really like some plays here a lot. Kokrak, 8,700 to kick it off. Okay history here. He's made 4 out of 5 cuts. 20th is his best finish. 63rd, 66th, 74th. So nothing too great, but he is coming in great form. 15th and 11th the last 2 times out. Stat-wise, he's 4th for me overall. 6th in good drives, 12th in birdie or better, 22nd in par 5 DK, 21st in accurate approach. So, 3rd overall for me in the rankings. Very good price on him. Don't mind him in the betting market either. So he's my first one. Next is Neiman. Hadn't seen him since the Tour Championship either. 29th and a 29th finish in those two. Of course, the Tour Championship, that was almost last because there's only 30, I believe. But BMW was decent, mid-pack. 3 years straight he's played here. A 10th, a miscut, and a 13th. So when he makes a cut and he's got a run going, he seems to do pretty well. Bent is his best putting, so I like that. He's 21st in the overall model for me. He's going to hit a lot of fairways, and I think that's going to give him – if his irons are on, then he can figure out these greens. Like he's played three years here. Neiman at 8,300 seems like a really good value. Wolf, who's still not going to really pop in any long-term look because of the big decline, but played good last week, 8,200, still not really overpriced. 17th last week. He's played here the last 2 years. He got an 18th and a 2nd. So plays the course well, likes it. I think he's on the upswing. I definitely like that price. So I'll go Wolf 8,200. Bubble Boys Adam Scott, only because of popularity. I want to see how popular he gets. I think he could be an easy click for a lot of people. 42nd here, and the only time he's played it, at least since 2016. So nothing that, super crazy. Hasn't played over here in a while. So I could fade this if it's a popular choice. It's early in the week, so we'll kind of get to that. But that's why he's a bubble boy. Everything else, he's 17th in my model. Everything else, checks out pretty well for me. I just want to see if he's a super popular guy. So that's why he moved to the bubble boy this week. 7K, go back to Mito. Not going to get off that. 7,800 is a great price. Number one in my overall model. Limited in data still, but getting more and more on him and these other guys. 2nd in good drives, 6th in birdie or better, 2nd in accurate approach, 10th in opportunities inside 18 feet. Hasn't played this, probably one downside, but he's gonna have a lot of them this year. He hadn't played, kind of like the Willie Z and those other guys. I just like the price. I mean, he 31st last week, but that's all right. I mean, he's gonna pay off. He gets 31st this week. That'll be fine at 7,800. Next up's Kazire. I probably just rename this pod the Kazire pod for the last 2 months. I'm not going to get off of him. Missed a cut last week, but 28th and the 34th before that. Missed cut 5 years ago here, and then a 4th, 42nd, and 24th. So, pretty good history now that he's played it several times. He's 8th in bent grass putting. 7,500 is a good price for Kazire. I'm going to stay on that train for a while. The Golly, I'm going to go back to him. Looked really good. I know the Sunday, but he still shot 1 under, which I know on that course that day wasn't tremendous, but he had the potential to really have the wheels fall off there, and he held it together. Really hitting the ball well. He putted good. I don't know how popular he's going to be. Coming off the good finish, but he wasn't showing a lot after he started melting. But he still got 8th place, so 7,500 is pretty good. Limited size. He's 20th in bent green putting, so I'll go back there. I like him in general. Liked him last week. My bubble boy is Palmer, simply because we hadn't seen him since the BMW. So the rust is kind of a worry for me, but good history here. 7th, 37th, 34th. In this field, 7,500 seems cheap for Palmer and the upside there. 3 made cuts. Worst was 37th finish. He's 12th in the course fit for me. 29th in bent green putting. So rust would be the only reason why I put him on the bubble boy, but mainly because you got to go low here, right? So if you're rusty coming out, hadn't played in a while on tour, and you got to get to a 5 or 6 under number in 2 days, that would be the only concern. But outside of that, I like him, and he seems to play well here. 6K range, kick it off with Shank. $6,800. Burned a lot of people last week with the miscut. I'll go back there. I love bounce back week opportunities. He's got a 20th, an 18th, and a 27th here. He only missed the cut once. Like I said, missed cut last week, but a 51st before it was a popular choice last week among many. So I definitely don't mind going back to him. 5th in accurate approach, 29th in par 5, 25th in birdie or better. So $6,800, the upside's there. Maybe burn some people so he gets a low ownership. I like going back there this week. Sam Ryder, 6,300. Kind of mixed bag results here: an 18th, a third, and then 2 missed cuts. So you know, kind of like Lahiri. I mean, Answer. Right? You have 2 really, really good years. $6,300. If we get a top 20, that's awesome. Made the cut the last 2 weeks, a 51st and a 58th. Shown some life, but you know, just hadn't put it all together yet. He's 7th in par 5 DK scoring, 29th birdie or better, and 7th in accurate approach. I like all of that. Super cheap price this week, which could be valuable. So I love him at 6,300. Higo coming back over. Been over in Euro again. 6,900. I guess I would watch to see if his name gets popped up a lot, but other than that, just his pedigree and profile at that price, I'll have some shares of Higo at 6,900. And then Piercy's the bubble boy. Like him a lot this week. I just want to see, he's one of those guys I can see getting popular with the Vegas narrative. Last 5 years, he's a 24th, a 32nd, a 10th, a miscut, and a 19th. So 4 really good years with 1 miscut in the middle. He missed the cut last week, but an 11th the week before. The price is good for a guy that seems to play this course really well. Not great stats on bent putting, but seems to play well here. So, you know, I'll override that part on a guy that has consistently shown here. Bubble Boys, just to see if he gets talked up a lot. I plan on playing some Piercy in my pool for sure. Fade of the week right now is kind of I'll probably go Usti at 9,900. He's been riding the putter so much and certainly could do it again this week. Stat-wise, he's 45th overall for me, although his recent form is course fit. He got 19th there last year, and he's 10th in putting, so which doesn't surprise you. At that price, he hadn't played either. This is his first time in the new season, so at that price, and he could probably be popular, and I get it. I'll just be probably where I probably fade this week. We'll see where I'm at 24 hours from now when we get to our Wednesday final thoughts. My sleeper of the week, I don't think it'll be too talked up. Lebioda at 6,300. Guy we were riding, for a while, and then he kind of just fell off. He missed the cut at the Fortinet, didn't play at the Sanderson, but stat-wise, he still ranks out great. 10th in birdie or better, 19th in par 5 DK, 12th in accurate approach, 16th in bent grass putting. At that price, definitely opens up some builds. So I like him this week to come back and have a little good week on him. Gut feel plays for me. I like Gooch, 7,600. He had the withdrawal. I believe he had the tested on positive for COVID. I think I saw that, but either way, he's back now. A 4th at the Fortinet Championship. He's played here 3 times, a 16th, a 71st, and a miscut, so some mixed results. He's above average in the bent green putting. I just like his upside this year. You guys know I've been talking about that. So I'm going to ride him a little bit this week. Ryan Moore at 7,300. Not Ryan Moore, I'm sorry, Taylor Moore. Played well last week. I believe he finished 17th or 17th last week. He's one of the young guys on the tour. He has played here back, and he played, I believe, in the terrible win year, missed the cut. But I like his game. Watched him some last week. $7,300. He's one that I'll continue to ride. Lucas Glover has tremendous history here. $7K. I still don't think he'll be talked up too much. He's got a 3rd, a 7th, and a 9th, the 3 times he's played it. So he obviously likes the course a lot. 58th last week. That price is good. I'll take some Glover. And then Fowler. There's nothing that's going to say go play him, but at $7,300, his upside is ceiling. Used to putt well on bent. He didn't putt well much lately. We've seen some flashes from him. He just can't put it all together. I don't think there's a ton of trouble out here that he can get into. That's been his deal, avoiding the big numbers, kind of like what Spieth went through for a little while. But at that price, I'll have some Fowler, even though he won't rate out well for anything. He did play here. He's played twice, and he has a 4th and a missed cut. So he's played here, and got a top 5. So I also like that. Top 5 that pop in 2 long shots provided by Monkey Knife Fight. Use the code GUPS, GUPS, for 100% match up to $100 deposited. I give out plays for college football, NFL, and PGA. I'll have my PGA picks on tomorrow's Cup with Gup for the week. So we'll get signed up, and we'll make some money there. It'll be in the link on here if you want to check that out as well. Top 5 that popped for me: Mito at 50-1, Kokrak at 40-1, Matsu 28-1, Kazire 100-1, Neiman 50-1. 2 long shots: Lebiota 200-1 and Higo 150. Those may be better top 5 type stuff for each way if your book provides that. I'll have my first run of my card out this afternoon, and then final stuff out tomorrow, of course. Cup with Gup out later today. I'll go through my NFL power rankings. Big shake up there. Lots of upsets last week. Waiver wire ads. Deep dive for PGA. Final thoughts on Cup with Gup tomorrow. Thursday, do a little PGA ownership review and talk about the Thursday night football game. Showdown thoughts on that Cup with Gup, and I'll give some winners away as well. Friday, Cup with Gup with Ryan. We've got some great feedback on that format. Him and I go through every game on the main slate. Only 12 this week. I think we have our first bye game or so. So a little bit smaller slate, not much. No Chiefs though on it, so that definitely opens things up. And then the Read Option College Football Podcast with Bobby Berger will come out either Thursday or Friday morning. Must listen to on that. Definitely have tremendous content, and we've just been crushing college football in the GC Warrior Room all the way around. I mentioned the tools. I think I'm going to do like a highlight video of all the upgrades, everything we got. So if you are a member, you can check them out. It's free trial though right now, so you can just go sign up, and if you don't like it or didn't think is what you thought it was going to be, you can just cancel within 7 days and you never get charged. But I'll do that video. If you're a prior member, stuff like that, we'll send it out and see if you guys just so you guys can check out everything we got. I think you'll really like it. I think it's going to be a good week all the way around. I'm looking forward to the big college football weekend. Big game with Texas. They're going to be tough. Always are. Another solid NFL week coming up. NASCAR playoffs. And then the PGA tournament, which I'm looking forward to. Pretty good field. I'm actually excited for it. Probably one of the better fields we'll have in the fall swing. So you guys have a good day. I'll be back later with Cup with Gup. And we'll talk to you later. Have a blessed day. Thanks.